The controversy surrounding Ashley Gonzalez has grown far beyond one viral video.
How much I hated black people after this. Like, dog, like, let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially. You're going to jail. I don't give a You're getting treated like a bunch of
What started as outrage over a racist rant has now turned into a much bigger conversation about accountability, identity, and uncomfortable truths inside different communities.
Girl, with this whole Ashley Gonzalez case, I'm just like, before any Latinos or Hispanics get in my comments about, oh, it's not all of us and it's not, yeah, I know it's not all of you. That's like, you know, I know, I'm Latina and I know it's not me, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we need to hold our people accountable. I live in Texas, okay? It's undeniable. It's undeniable. You come here to Texas, Latinos are using the word left and right, and I mean hard ER, and they say a lot of ignorant things about black people. They disrespect black people, all while trying to be black most of the time. I feel like here in the United States, we associate blackness with coolness, and a lot of Latinos that are not black, because there is black Latinos, but there's a lot of non-black Latinos and non-black Hispanic people that try to be a part of black culture and black community without actually liking black people. I think this actually comes from being in a system here in the United States that only recognizes black and white. Okay, we don't ever really recognize Latino people or Hispanic people.
Across social media, people are no longer just talking about Ashley herself. They're talking about what her words revealed and why so many people instantly recognize the behavior.
Today I posted about that racist police officer from Texas. I forgot what her name, it's like Ashley something. Well, the comments were not very happy with it. My Latino commenters were not very happy with that. And that dissatisfaction in the fact that I basically scolded my community for being racist, it proves everything that they're trying to convince us otherwise of, and that's that Latinos are racist. Now, for all of us who are like in the corner watching all this shit go down because we've actually worked on our anti-blackness and worked on being anti-racist, all Latinos are obviously not racist. That's a very big generalization. The problem is, the racists in our community are the loudest out of all of us. And the ones who don't accept this behavior, we don't hold them accountable enough. And listen, I try to do my part and yell at Latinos for saying the N-word. I have called them out on my account. But me doing that is not going to do anything in the grand scheme of things. What is going to do that is if you bitch out and shame your friends, cousins, siblings, parents, aunts, uncles, whoever's saying it, call them out. Shame them. Shame is an incredible tool to get people to stop being terrible. Well, it's a very interesting manipulative tactic, but it works in this case.
Many Latino creators, especially those from states like Texas and California, have started speaking openly about something they say has existed for generations: anti-blackness, colorism, and racial bias inside parts of the Latino community.
Hey, my beautiful people. So I just wanted to discuss a quick topic that is very important to me. Now, when it comes to racism, that is a big no. That's something I do not stand by. That is something that does not represent myself or a whole as a Hispanic community. When you see people doing actions like this, it just angers you and it disappoints you because you're like, no, this does not represent us. And people who do this nonsense, ignorant stuff makes the whole community look bad. And it just pisses us off. Believe me, it pisses me off personally. Like, the way the person was so comfortable to speak the way she was speaking, just like, wow. And for her to be in the blue team doing all this, all her cases need to be checked. That's for sure. That's number one. But I just wanted to make it very clear that when it comes for me and to me, and as far as my community, that is not tolerated. Racism is not tolerated to any community. So I just want to say, if you see something, if you see your own people, like me, if I see my own Hispanic community saying stuff they shouldn't be saying, being racist, that is our job to check them. So don't just sit there and just look, check them. Just crazy. Just crazy. Oh my God. Just crazy.
And while many were quick to say, this doesn't represent all of us, others pushed the conversation further, saying that acknowledging it isn't enough anymore.
There's two types of Latinos. One like myself who will admit that anti-blackness exists in our family and our networks, right? Now, much less in my family because I've done a lot of fucking work. It's been exhausting, but it's good work. And then the other one is the Latinos who say that anti-blackness doesn't exist, but when you get deeper, it's probably because these people say the N-word. Because even in families, Latino families, where there is much more love for blackness, there is extended family who will have anti-blackness. So no matter where you go, there's going to be some sort of anti-blackness. And to negate that, like there was a comment under my video that said that it's just my family, no one else, is just a lie. It's a lie, and you don't want to do the work, or you contribute to the harm that is being done to the black community. Maybe you say the N-word, right? And you think that's word peace because you as a Latino get to say it because maybe you got a pass from the black community. I don't know. That's something for the black community to police. That's not for me. But there is anti-blackness in the Latino community. And although I would say, I guess depends where, it's much less than when I was growing up in the Y2K in the 90s, it still exists, and it's something that we have to battle.
According to them, the real issue is whether people are willing to call it out when it happens inside their own families, among friends, or within their own neighborhoods.
Ashley Gonzalez is a representation of the Latino community. If you don't agree with that, then start asking it. Because we're over here on comments talking about not me. Okay, then speak it, right? When there's problematic anti-black people around you, whether that's your family or friends or people around you, say something. You don't. You don't because it's uncomfortable. You don't because you don't want to burn bridges. You don't because you don't want to be disowned. You don't want to rock the boat. And maybe it's because you yourself understand that when someone who you know says something that's anti-black, it's not really anti-black because it's meant out of love. When you call a Latino who is much more darker skinned, prieto, prieta, darky, dark girl, dark boy, that in itself propagates anti-blackness.
For many, Ashley's case became a mirror, forcing difficult conversations about childhood experiences, family beliefs, and the way some people were raised to think about skin color, identity, and who deserves respect.
Hey, on the Ashley Gonzalez Houston police officer thing, and why it is definitely more of a reflection of the Latino community than you guys may like for it to be. The issue is when there is anti-blackness based in stereotypes, those stereotypes don't have merit at large, right? Like people's disgust for black people is largely built off of a lie that white supremacy taught them. When it's other POCs being anti-black, they're just believing the stereotypes that aren't real. However, black people at this moment, specifically in Texas, who feel like this is a reflection of the Latino community, we all just saw the polling results for the election. Literally the majority of the Latino community voted along with white supremacy.
Some creators shared stories about being told not to stay in the sun too long, not to date darker skinned people, or hearing racist language used casually growing up.
But it's true. Like the evidence is right in front of your face. So what we need to do is ask ourselves, why do we continue to let this mindset run rampant in our community? We need to take accountability, and we need to teach our children better. We need to better ourselves. Otherwise, things are never going to change. But let's be honest, it's quite enough of us. And we see it. I understand that a lot of us have the mindset of it's not us, and it's not us, it's the majority. But enough of us do have that mindset. Let's not forget, the Latino community in itself has a lot of colorism and racism within itself alone.
Others talked about the confusion of being Latino in America, caught between cultures, trying to define identity while also confronting harmful beliefs passed down for generations.
Have you noticed that the overwhelming majority of people speaking out against this are African American? Where are all my Hispanic and Latino people at? For some reason, as a whole, we seem to be oddly quiet about it. Could it be that the person in the hot seat looks a little bit like you and me? Is that why in your silence you're trying to distance yourself from it? Or could it be that maybe, just maybe, you feel as though if you speak out on it, you will be seen as just another inward lover? Oh, the shit just got real, didn't it?
At first, Some people defended Ashley Gonzalez, claiming her comments were being taken out of context. But as more footage surfaced and more voices joined the conversation, that support began to shift.
This Ashley Gonzalez situation is bringing to light just how a lot of Latinos feel about black people. I live in Houston, so I see all of the news outlets reporting on and everything, and you should see them in the comments defending this. But it's a no-brainer that they don't like us when they don't even like their own people. They don't even like dark-skinned Mexicans. I've seen 100 videos of Latino people talking about how since they was darker, they got treated horrible by their family when they was younger. One girl talked about how her grandma used to not let her go outside because she didn't want her to get darker. A long time ago, it was a conversation going on about the difference between California Mexicans and Texas Mexicans. And they was talking about how Texas Mexicans want to be white. Hell, 60% of Hispanics in the United States voted for Trump. Way over half.
Several Latino influencers who initially stayed silent or even defended her have now publicly apologized.
Black people need to get over slavery. Black people need to get over racism. Racism doesn't exist anymore. That's how ignorant y'all sound when y'all say that stuff, because Ashley Gonzalez just proved that not only is racism alive and well, it's from people who look and have the same skin tone as us. And literally all we do is mind our business. Wake up, mind our business, walk in brilliance, move along, and then have the nerve to ask us why we need our own spaces. We need our own spaces because that's where we're safe. It's like when that woman harassed me about that one post that I made about all black women and made a video to black women. We need videos for us. We need communities for us. Why? Because we think that we can bond with other races. We try to be cordial with every race, but not everyone in every race cares about us.
Saying they spoke too quickly or didn't fully understand the damage her words caused. Some have gone even further.
People want to say, well, why do we have to apologize? We didn't do anything. It was just her, and that one person doesn't represent the whole. And although that may be true, her to be able to get on her phone, record a nasty ass video like that, and post it on her close friends. I don't know where the fuck she posted it, if it was close friends or public, but the fact that she felt comfortable posting a nasty ass video like that shows how many other people let her get away with saying things like that. And she's Latina. How is that not fucking clicking? That the people around her, yeah, you may not be racist, but you're still allowing people to make comments like this and allowing them to feel comfortable saying it. And that's not right.
Saying that silence itself is part of the problem. Meanwhile, Ashley Gonzalez is now facing serious consequences.
In growing up in the Hispanic community amongst Latinos in Texas, I noticed that a lot of them love to turn a blind eye to a lot of things. When it's convenient, they might sit there and be like, oh, we don't stand for that. That isn't a representative of our community, blah, 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 blah. No, Ashley Gonzalez was a woman who was emboldened by her community. She went this long unchecked. A lot of Mexicans, a lot of Latinos don't know the difference between racism and prejudice. Sure, there are many people of color in many communities all over the world who are prejudiced.
Reports say she has been removed from duty, placed under investigation, and her professional future remains uncertain.
The video is disturbing. Fox 26 received it from a viewer, as you said, alleging the woman in the video is Officer Ashley Gonzalez. Now, Houston police say they are aware of the video. While the department has not publicly confirmed Gonzalez is the woman seen in it, HPD says she's been relieved of duty as the investigation moves forward.
And baby, you can't say nothing to me about Ashley Gonzalez, because remember y'all said they could say it. Remember? It's black and brown unity. Right, and she unified both words, the E-R and the A. She said them both together. They can hold hands. And she said it how she been saying it. At home, in the office, at the table with her abuela. She said it how she been saying it. Right. Yeah, unity. U-N-I-T-Y. Because y'all be letting shit slide. See, me, I don't let nothing slide. This ain't no ice skating ring. But y'all be easy out there.
And whether communities are truly willing to confront the uncomfortable parts of their own culture instead of pretending the problem doesn't exist.
Ashley Gonzalez is an exact representation of the Latino community. they're being taught that in their household. And I live in Miami amongst the Cubans, the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, where we get this type of energy on a day-to-day basis. Like what have we done as a collective to make every race on the planet hate us? I want to know. Please, can y'all get in the comments? I'm talking about white, Hispanics, Chinese, Indian, whatever race you are. Please get in the comments and tell us, what have black people done that makes y'all hate us so much?
And now the question being asked across social media is simple. Was this just one person being exposed? Or did Ashley Gonzalez accidentally expose a much bigger problem?
Something that I've been saying is that anti-blackness and Latinos aiming for whiteness is not something new to Latinos here in the US. It is also an idea that they bring with them when they come here to the US, because if you look at the history of the respective Latino country, you're gonna find that there has been a history of anti-blackness, and it happens to get reinforced here in the US. So instead of saying, well, I don't claim them, I think it's very important to call that person out or call them in, because you cannot begin to deconstruct the Latino identity without accepting that there is inherent in it anti-blackness.
We are in 2026. Who gives a shit if you used to be a slave? That's nobody's problem, not even yours. If your ancestor was this or that, Spanish, Latin people, ancestors, we also been a slave. We've been taken out of our lands, and we fight too. You're not special. You're not better than nobody else. Don't be a fucking hypocrite, all right? I stand with Gonzalez, and she don't deserve to lose her job or nothing, because people are weaponizing something they use every day, but nobody else can use it.